Good morning. We're in probably the nicest Holiday Inn Express we've been in. We have big plans today. We're going to get up really early and we're going to hit the trail early in the morning so we can get a lot of miles in today after our double zero. So we're thinking probably be on the trail by 7 o'clock or so. Right now it's 9:30. So we're not doing very good. But it's a nice room, and then we have it till like 11, so we're just still chilling. Pretty much have our stuff together, I think. We have breakfast in the lobby. Moss isn't feeling great. Her poison ivy, you get her in the background. See, she looks like she's sickly Sally over there. Okay, her poison ivy, I think it's spread a little more, but for the most part, it looks better, but it's bigger. She keeps saying we have to hike today, but I told her we could zero again, especially since she's not feeling really good.
Do you really want to zero?
I didn't say I wanted to zero. I said we could zero again if you're not feeling well. She said I should have had her face on the camera when she said, "Do you really want to zero?" Let me see if I can go over here by her. She's not feeling great. She's taken the first dose of prednisone pills this morning, right?
Yeah, and I had a shot.
Yeah, we told him yesterday you had the shot.
Oh, in my butt.
You told him that.
Oh.
Remember the whole video walking on the street where you were talking about wagging your tail?
Oh, yeah.
See, she's not really with it. She told me earlier we have to hike. But she also said it's going to be miserable. So I don't know what we're going to do. We've already double zeroed, but it wasn't like the restful double zero where you're just not doing anything, you're having fun. We did have the one restful day, but then yesterday was just, and we walked a lot and we were out in the heat. We just didn't make any miles because we were chasing down the urgent care. So I don't know. We're just going to play it by ear and see what happens here this morning. But yes, if you feel like that we should zero again, we can zero again. She's ready to hike. She's like yawning like crazy. All right, well, we'll get back to you in a bit and let you know how it all turns out. All right, it's been a couple days here, but we're back on the trail. Moss still isn't feeling wonderful, but she's a trooper. I told her we can stay in town again or zero again, and she said, nope, we gotta hike. She's a tough one. So we're back out here. We're gonna just, I'm not sure how far we're gonna go. We'd like to hit 1400 today, but that's 17 miles from here, and it's already, what, 11:30? Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right, so one other thing, my mom's work friend, Pat, sent some trail magic, so thank you, Pat, for that. What?
This is broken.
Oh, yeah. One of Moss's water bottle caps are broken. And then I don't think I told you all yesterday, my chest strap on my backpack is broke. It's still kind of working for now, even though it's broke, but that's going to be real bad when it stops working. The buckle is broke. So it's that's what kind of holds some of the weight. Anyway, so that's what we got for now. One other thing we're going to share with you all. We were talking at the hotel, and before the hike, we both had this idea of a little more of a solo type experience. So what we've decided is right now we're just before 1400. So Moss and I are going to stick together for 300 more miles, and then she's kicking me to the curb. So when we get 500 miles from Katahdin, we're going to both finish the hike alone. So that's our plan, and we're going to stick to this one. So let's see, what else do we, I don't think we got anything else, did we? I think that's all.
Lemon squeezers today.
Oh, it's a lemon, is that, how many miles for the lemon squeezer?
I think 5.
Oh, okay. All right, so we'll get to go through the lemon squeezer, and then we'll see about how far we get. So we're going to get to hiking, and we'll see you in a bit. And we got some great scenery early this morning. Check this out. I guess early noon. Little cliff on the other side. Beautiful water with lily pads. We're just walking along it. Just came from that way. Get up here and get this view. All right, coming down this back here behind me. And I'm about halfway down, but I slid on some rock here, so I gotta get down somewhere and get this cleaned out and some bandage or a little band-aid or something on it. But man, there are rocks everywhere. It is what it is. All right, we just got some pretty cool trail magic. Moss, what's that? Oh yeah, Fred. Moss and I caught up, well, she caught up with me after I slid on that down bunch of boulders. And we crossed this road together into Harriman Park. I guess we're in Harriman Park. So the road we're on now, we're walking down the middle of it because it's a closed road just for pedestrians. So Ed was sitting there. I'm not sure what was going on. I'm walking and talking, and Moss is like running into my.
Into you and then I sucked it off me.
Anyway, Fred was a very interesting guy. He gave us each a Gatorade. This is a homemade brownie, like a big brownie. Mine was really good. How was?
Chocolate chips inside, and they got all melty when you ate it, and it was delicious.
It was a good brownie. And he also gave us a gallon and quart baggies, and he gave us lots of stories. He was probably one of the best storytellers of anybody I've met on trail so far.
He's my favorite.
I mean, other than Moss, she's quite the storyteller.
Well, that's because of my animation.
You're what?
My animation when I tell a story.
Because you're vivacious is the word you used in a prior video.
Look at that house, boo.
Yeah, that's well, that must be like the worker of the park, like the warden or something. Because it's on a closed road, but huh. Let me turn the camera this way. So the bridge is closed, but we get to walk across it. So we started thinking about possibly stopping earlier than intended. And I found some comments about a potential really good campsite. And oh my gosh, this thing is like better than I ever would have dreamed. There's not a soul around. And there's some spots to camp right here. Check this out. I think we hit the jackpot. We stopping early today. We have been at the most amazing campsite for a little while now. We're all set up. We went down in the water. We took a little swim and cleaned up a little bit. And we got everything drying. We're about to eat dinner and just chill and look at the views. I mean, this is just absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you can see here. Basically, we're on this like little kind of peninsula, and this lake just goes all the way around it. It's absolutely beautiful. So we did 5 miles today. All things considered, that was better than another 0. We're gonna hit 1400 tomorrow. Moss says we're gonna do 20.3 tomorrow, right?
I hope so, boo.
She says she hopes we're gonna do 20.3. She listed a whole bunch of things we're gonna, milestones and stuff we'll see tomorrow. So instead of telling you all now, you'll just see them tomorrow when we get there. We're gonna go ahead and make some dinner and call it an early restful night with this beautiful scenery. In just a minute, we're gonna show you our matching shorts. I know we've talked about these, and you've seen my sleep clothes, this Cobra Kai shirt and my, I think y'all call them my Nana pants, my sleep pants here. But we were going to show you that we have matching. Here. What a beautiful evening. We had to get our bear bags down to eat some more food. Good morning. Look at this fog rolling down over the mountain and settling onto the lake. It's completely clear on the left side of that tree in the screen. Good morning. Man, when I first got up, the lake was completely clear. That fog rolled in there quick and rolled back out. It was only about 30 minutes from the time I got up to the time I started walking. And in that time, the lake went from clear, completely socked in where you couldn't see the water, to mostly clear again. Anyway, I've gone about, I don't know, 0.3 or so from camp, and I am 0.3 from the lemon squeezer. All right, I don't know if you can see the blaze, but that dark cave looking thing down there is the trail. See the blaze, the arrow there. That's where we're headed. All right, this was the lemon squeezer. I had to take my pack off and hold it up above my head to get through there. And then climb up to the level I'm on now. And now it looks like we gotta go up that rock face. All right, well, we're well past the lemon squeezer, but it's still a little climbing here and there. So today's a big day, actually. So we did the lemon squeezer first thing this morning by like, what is it, 6:30 a.m. or something. We have the 1,400 mile mark today. There's a spot in New York where the trail actually goes through a zoo. The word is for the last couple of months, the zoo is actually closed due to some kind of repairs or something. So we have to route around the zoo. But that's always been a landmark on other people's videos I've seen in the past. Let's see, what else? Oh, we'll be at Bear Mountain. So Bear Mountain lookout tower or viewpoint. That's gonna be cool. And then the trail angels we met the other day that took us from the Trail Magic to the hotel before Moss was able to get to a doctor. Mac and Buddy reached out last night to Moss and wanted to meet us somewhere today for a pizza party, bring some Trail Magic. So Moss is working on the details of logistics on that. But I believe, where am I going? Here we go. I believe that we'll be getting some pizza with Mac and Buddy this evening, or late afternoon, early evening. And then I think for where we're gonna meet them, we'll have 3 more miles to do after that. So we got a big day today. We're gonna do 20. We're gonna try to do 20 and a half with all these things. That may be a tall order, but we need to make some miles. And tomorrow, I'm really looking forward to Jake and Tori, or Yeah and Hammer, that I hiked with last year. They were through hikers last year, and they completed the whole trail when I was doing a section. Tori's been in contact a few times, and they're gonna probably meet us Saturday afternoon. They've been planning to do Trail Magic, but they were nice enough to plan it around where I'm at. So we'll be able to see them. Haven't seen them since last May, I guess, in Damascus. So really looking forward to that. And then we still got the visit with Frodo's parents. That's gonna probably be pushed back to Monday or Tuesday though, because we ended up like double zeroing. But anyway, there's too much climbing to be talking and walking. I'm huffing and puffing. Walked right up on this guy. He's gonna be a nice buck. He's not gonna make it very long though, hanging out with people like this. Another little buck here this morning. Hey there, guy. All right, it's a couple minutes after 10 a.m. I've been hiking about 4 hours and I've done 8.3 so far. Cell service has been kind of spotty. I checked my phone a few times, didn't have any messages, but just about 10 minutes ago, I turned my phone on. I had a message pop up from Moss. It looks like it was from like 8:50. a.m. telling me as an FYI that she was going to take a laydown break. And I was 3 miles, when I saw the message, I was 3 miles past where she was going to take a laydown break. I texted her back, asked her how she was feeling, if a laydown break meant a nap or what. I haven't heard back from her yet, but I'm guessing that the section she's in, if she's past there, is all the same section I didn't have any cell service in. So hopefully she's okay and she's back on the move. I'm not real sure if she's not feeling well. I don't know what that means for our day. We may not be able to do 20. I'm not sure. Only thing is, there's not a whole lot of spots to camp because here in New York, you're not supposed to stealth camp like we did last night. There's quite a few established dispersed sites, but they're not on the maps. So other than just finding a comment about it, or and there's not many of those comments, so kind of just stumbling across them. The thing is, where we're supposed to meet Mac and Buddy, I think, last I heard, where we were meeting them, I think that was 17 miles for the day. And the 3 miles after that, I don't think there'd be any camping, because they'd like cross the Hudson River Bridge and like be in town like areas. So anyway, I'll keep you posted here. Still early, like I said. It's only about 10:15 now, so we'll see what happens. We got a long day still. All right, less than 2 miles before 1400. I've been chatting with Moss on text, and she said she just wasn't feeling very good, but she's feeling okay now, and she's been walking for a few miles since her break. I think she's only 1.5 miles or so behind me, and she asked me to wait for her at the 1400. So we'll meet up here in a little bit, and probably another 2 hours or so, and then we'll see what else we got going on for the day. Oh, climbed up on, I'm not all the way, almost on top of Black Mountain. But what a view. Beautiful lake down there. Well, my GPS says that I have made it 1,400 miles. Exactly, but I have yet, oh, I think I see it. Coming up on the homemade marker that somebody made. Can you believe it? I've been on this trail for 1,400 miles. Wowza, 1,400. Okay, so Moss should be here in the next 20 minutes or so, so I'm gonna find me a spot to sit down and have a snack. And then once she gets here, we'll head on north together. Moss made it to 1,400, and now we're walking north again. We gotta find us some water. There's not many water sources today, and there's a little bit of there's a couple streams coming up with iffy comments, so we're hoping in the next 0.2 of a mile or so we can find us some water. Here she comes now. You can see her walking up here. Getting all kinds of views here of New York today. Man, there's a little bit of a climb up here, but man, you can see the water even down there. Beautiful. So we just came up these boulders, and there is a perfectly good trail there. Yet the blazes are taking us straight up there. Sounds about right. It's 2 o'clock and we better hurry up. So about 10 or 15 minutes ago, well, let me go back even further than that. So before Moss met up with me at the 1,400 mile marker, she had texted and said, should we let Mac and Buddy, the trail angels that are meeting us with pizza tonight, should we let them know that we're running ahead of schedule? At the time, we were running way ahead of schedule. We already had 10.5 miles in by 11:30 a.m. So we agreed that we shouldn't have any problem, and now I can't find the trail again, that we couldn't have any problem making it to our meeting point by 3:30 or 4 o'clock. So she let them know we'll be there by 3:30 or 4 o'clock. So we hiked together for just, I don't know, maybe 2 hours. And then we were sitting down taking a break. And right after we got to start hiking together, we stopped for water and took a break there. So we hiked for about 2 hours after that. And then sat down for just like 5 minutes. And I said, oh my gosh, it's 1:50. And we have 4.4 miles to go. So we have like an hour and a half to go 4.4. That's too fast, especially because we have to climb Bear Mountain here in a minute. So anyway, she said we need to let them know we're running a little later. But we decided we were going to wait till we started this climb to see how bad it was, so we can give them a little bit better, more accurate time frame instead of another guess. So anyway, that's that. And then I was talking to Frodo's mom. We're not even to their house yet, and she's already like the best hostess. She keeps checking in, making sure she's got everything lined out. She texted me to see where we wanted to resupply or if we needed anything. So we're still, after today, we'll still be 50 miles from our pickup spot from them. But hopefully we can get that done in 3 days, or 2.5 maybe, fingers crossed. All right, well, I got to cross the road, so talk to y'all in a bit. We got some beautiful views we've been seeing of the Hudson River here, and I'll put a couple pictures in here because y'all know my issues with my scenery videos. You're just stuck with the video of me. All right, we're on top of Bear Mountain. Here's the observation building. It's a beautiful building. Let's go inside and see what it looks like on top. All right, so we got to the top of this mountain, and Mac and Buddy were sitting here, and they brought us drinks. Thank you both so much. Moss has been jonesing for a Coke.
Coke for the last like 10 miles.
Maybe she'll be nicer to me now that she has a Coke. Check this out, how beautiful. Let's zoom in a little. And then I'm pretty certain that we're going to be walking across that bridge later to cross the Hudson. We're at Bear Mountain State Park, and I am full of pizza. Mac and Buddy picked us up. Let me get the sun out of the way. Mac and Buddy picked us up and brought us down here, and we had 2 other hikers that were near us that came over too. Sorry, Moss interrupted because Moss wants to be in the video, so. So we've already eaten, and Moss has pizza and garlic knots, and she rolled the pizza like a burrito, which is kind of genius, actually.
Thank you.
Anyway, so we had pizza, garlic knots.
Yeah.
We had some Hostess, and they're filling up our waters.
And my apple.
Moss got an apple. And Mac and Buddy definitely win the Trail Angels of the Week awards.
Probably the month.
Probably the month, for sure. All right, we're back on the move.
90% sure we just cut corners on the trail.
I don't think we did. We went back.
It's New York.
We really did.
Oh, there's some.
That's what I was going towards.
Oh.
The blazes are just randomly across this field, and we really weren't sure where. But check out this lake. I don't remember like what the name of the lake is. It's beautiful. So that was a really awesome second trail magic of the day. Both from the same people, Mac and Buddy. They're definitely the Trail Angels of the month. So they brought a couple pizzas and Hostess stuff, and then they also apples. So we went to eat pizza with them, and they also invited Sunnyside.
Sounds right.
And then what's the lady's name?
Oh, I thought that was her name.
No, that's the guy's name.
I don't know.
Okay, so they invited some other people that Moss knew. She don't know their names, but she's friends with them. But
Moss knew them, but doesn't anymore.
The last time we saw them, it was 400 miles ago in Harper's Ferry, and I don't remember their names.
There's a turtle head right there. Anyway, so again, huge thank you to Mac and Buddy.
I've been hiking towards pizza all day long, and now my tummy and my heart are happy.
And she was in a bad mood before she found out about this pizza. So thank you.
I was.
Look at this beautiful lake. Well, we are on a blue blaze instead of the white blaze. The trail actually goes through a zoo, and it's supposed to be like a small zoo, like for injured or rehabilitating animals. But the zoo has apparently been closed for over a month for some kind of construction. So the white blazes actually go through the zoo. So we have to take a blue blaze around the zoo. So I don't love that we're on a blue blaze, but it is the only option. We are about to walk across the Hudson River. Moss, what do you think about this?
I've seen it in TV since I was little, and now I get to walk across it.
She has been excited about walking across the Hudson all day. I'm gonna get a little closer to this sign, but it may be a little bit precarious walking for a second. We're walking across the Hudson. Man, this is beautiful. Moss was up there yelling. She was so giddy a minute ago. Wow. So we did the 3.1 since our pizza party, and man, was it a much steeper climb than we were bargaining for in the evening. So we got to this spot, and it says you could, if you crammed them in tight, you could fit 3 or 4 tents. It was bigger than that, but there were already at least 6 tents there, scattered around a little bit. So that's too much. That's too many people. There was one other spot just up the hill from them that we found, but none of the spots are very good. And there's water 0.2 north of us, and I've been chugging the water. Go figure. Mac and Buddy they had plenty of water. They filled up all of our water bottles down there, but we've been chugging water, and we'd like to have some more cold water. So we're gonna go ahead and keep going here to this water source and hope to find a stealth spot. Or maybe I shouldn't say hope to find a stealth spot, since that's illegal in this part of the woods.
It's a location where one could hypothetically pitch it,
Right.
like object.
Right. I think that's the verbiage I used in another video.
If same were allowed, that's where I got it.
Well, look, oh, here's another stealth spot. There are people everywhere. Where are these people? We've seen 2 people all day long, and now there's like 47 people. So there's a person down there in a bivvy. A bivvy kind of resembles a body bag. Okay, and by the way, it's after 8 p.m. And again, we don't know where we're sleeping. We got headlamps, we good.
Welcome to the Mombasha Show.
You know, we should do a jingle here. Go ahead and dance it. Welcome to the Mombasha Show.
I hear water. Chap is hanging our bear bag. Do I need to face the camera? He wanted to show you guys the pretty sunset through the trees. And he asked me to close out the day. So once again, thank you, Mac and Buddy, for the trail magic. We are not very appreciative of the climb out of the Hudson river today, but we made it. We did find a stealth site, not the best, but it'll work. We also had copper water, water that tasted like copper.
We backtracked to get
And we backtracked to get there. So we went and got water and came back. It wasn't that bad. But we have 2 beautiful tents. And a beautiful sunset.
Good night, everybody. Come back next time and watch the Lil'Chap and Moss show.
Come back next time and watch the Chap and Moss show, he said. Okay, bye.